Welcome to this video on the Autodesk Fusion rip command. Rips are often used to give a construction strength. Let's see how we can create them. Here is our construction that we want to give some strength by adding a rib between these two planes. And the first challenge is to make a drawing of the rib to define its shape, and for that we are going to add a construction plane over here in the construct menu, offset plane, and this is the surface that we are going to use as a reference, and then we are going apparently -20, that is exactly in the middle because my shape was 40. There we have our offset plane on which we can now make a drawing. We're now going to make a sketch on that new surface. Create sketch, click the surface, and then it's always a surprise where Fusion places your stuff. Let's zoom in a little. Let me hit the line command, L for line. The cursor has changed. What I want is to draw a line between these two surfaces. But as we can see, it doesn't snap anywhere. We have to do something first. Let me exit the line command with escape. We have to project this line and this line on our surface such that we can snap to it. And that can be done here in the create menu. We have a project include. Project, I mean it's not a project, it is to project a line on our surface. I have clicked it. Now I click the lines that I want. The only two that I need are these two. Let me hit OK. And what we can see now, we have got two purple lines. They are helper lines. They are now on our surface. If I now hit the line command, there we are, line, I can snap to that line. Look, it snaps. And all I want for this first experiment is a simple triangular rib. So I snap also to that line, and now we see, if I hit escape, we see that we have a surface over there. Let me finish this sketch. With the rib profile done, it's time to enter the rib command. Let's go to the create toolbar. I have an icon. If you do not have an icon, it can be found, of course, in the menu. If we click it, we get a little menu of the rib command, and the first thing it asks us to do is to select a profile. Well, we just carefully made it. There we have our rib. We can give it a thickness, we can type it in or use the arrow, but that is of course less accurate. And we can also select if it is going to be symmetric along our drawn line or to one side. That depends on what you need in your specific situation. And there is also the extend type, which is now set to next, which means as much as it automatically finds the two nearest surfaces, which are these two perpendicular ones, where it is now in between. We can also change that to distance, and that means that we can give it a thickness, and it now becomes not a complete filled rib, but it becomes a, oh, that was a bit too much, it becomes a more like a bar like this. In some cases the rib does crazy things. Some cases you end up with a rib like this, and that means only that it tried to find the two nearest faces, but we have to flip the direction. So in most cases the whole thing will be solvable. Well, this was actually it. Of course, we now simply made a straight rib, but you can make any nice curved surface, what have you. One more thing to notice is that unlike with many other commands, we do not have a box to select a new body or even a new component. The only thing that the rib can do is join. So it now has been added to the existing body. This was it about the rib. Maybe see you back in the next video, and in the meantime, have fun.